Good morning. Oh. Out goes it. Sword, hello. How are you? Okay, I am set up correctly. Alright, there we go. Oh, thing I found out today. Turns out PS5 does support 1440p now. I had no idea. Wish I could change this to be like balanced. Yeah, we'll set that, why not? I'm gonna put speaker names on just so I can remember people's names. I was using Type B during the demo, right? Cycle icons is on triangle, melee text on R1, magic's on R2. It's because I really want evade to be on circle. Yeah, I'm going to stick with B. Alright, even though we played the demo and the demo progress transfers over, I'm starting this from the beginning because, you know. It is what it is. Visual alerts. The hell is that? Hello, Frost. Playing Xenoblade Final Fantasy? Nah. How is this Xenoblade Final Fantasy?
It was Moss the Chronicler who said that the land of Valisthea is blessed in the light of the Mother Crystals. And that it was this light which finally led our forebears out of the darkness. Yet,
no, this is Final Fantasy of Thrones. Everybody knows that.
To temptation. Temptation that ever lures us back into the crystal shadow. And thus did our journey begin.
Yeah, I will be honest, I kind of don't like the fact that this is where it starts. Because I don't know, I kind of thought that the demo, despite being at the beginning of the game, would have been at least part of the way in. Is it true that if you don't input a QT, it just cycles forever? No idea. No idea. Like how Witcher 3 starts at Kerma and Geralt training Syrian himself. Should have done something like that. Yeah, like, if anything, they should have started him as the little kid.
Camps have begun to stir.
Right?
You all know the target.
You thought this was the Skyrim opening?
And only the dominant. No one else.
Wait, that guy's name's Tiamat?
Where's the fun in that?
Yeah,
How
having
do we even know the girl will be among them?
Our kind do
Having
not
played
question
it-
orders. We follow.
how is it anything like the Skyrim
Try to
opening?
keep that in mind.
Am I continuing on from the demo? No, I'm restarting. Because this is like the
get this
official
done.
playthrough, right? Like, the demo was the demo, that's a separate thing, even though you can carry over your progress from it. I don't like doing that. I would very much prefer to have my actual playthrough, like the real playthrough, be from the beginning. Even if if this is exactly the same thing that we played in the demo, I would still prefer to start from scratch in the actual game. Yeah, so far the only thing that's happened
Focus, Wyvern.
is
You are key to this mission's success.
there was a little bit where Phoenix was fighting
Yes, sir.
Ifrit at the beginning, and now here we are.
I said focus, Wyvern.
Okay, so open up the menu, gameplay configurations can be adjusted in the system tab. System tab includes wireless controller configuration. I mean, it says wireless controller configuration, but additional content can be redeemed from the system tab in the main menu upon completing a chance encounter in the main scenario. Oh. Yeah, it says you can change the controller layout, but the fact that you can only pick from 3 presets is ridiculous. The fact that consoles games, by and large, don't have individual key rebinds is ridiculous to me. It's 2023. I definitely didn't just have to look at a calendar to make sure that I was getting the year right. But it's 2023 and console games are still not putting in individual keybinds. Like, come on.
We don't have time for this. All hell is about to break loose. Time to move.
Run.
Just in time.
I mean, that's not all the remaster was. Like, it's a little bit disingenuous to say that.
These Iron Blood are more beast than man.
The way this is going, they won't need this new dominant of theirs. What?
Ooh. Yeah, like to say, oh, they charge $100 for a remaster that has rebindable keys. You make it sound like that's all a remaster is.
To the gates! Quickly! Move!
What do you mean you refuse? Did you not pledge your swords to our cause?
Come now. Marshal, the King of Waloed is our guest.
Waloed.
And you have His Majesty's answer.
Yeah, I mean, that's what a remaster is, usually.
I wonder that you summoned us at all. Have you so little faith in your own men? It was the
So this is a weird thing that I heard about this game, right? Apparently, if you play this game with Japanese voices,
Or am I mistaken?
it's actually weirder. Because they specifically did
Your dominant has yet to take the field.
the lip syncing of the characters to fit the English voices rather
And
than the
when it
Japanese
does,
voices,
Our knights would only get in the
which
way.
is unusual.
Perhaps you have not heard, but the Iron Blood now have their own dominant. We would be fools to underestimate them.
Bugger their knights.
What did you say?
Should this citadel be allowed to fall, the capital will lie exposed. And I doubt the Crusaders will wait for the good king's pawns to line up.
So that blonde-haired character, the woman, I can't help thinking she looks so much like a Final Fantasy XII character.
Just leaves me.
Hopka!
The Iron Blood will rule the day they set foot
Like,
on
not
Sword.
necessarily any of the other characters, like literally that blonde character looks like a Final Fantasy XII character. Not, like, graphically. I'm not saying she looks shit or anything. But, like, she wouldn't look out of place in Final Fantasy XII.
You cock.
Benedicta.
Benedicta.
Take care.
Does the lion take care when he chases the hare? Or do you think me one of the latter?
No, my love. You are a lion. You're my lion.
I'm not afraid of a little frost, Benedicta. But I will need someone to warm me when I come home.
Wait. Very strange. I don't think I've ever seen a JP developer prioritize global over their own stuff. Yeah. I think the only time that I remember it happening is in Judgment. But Judgment was a little bit different, because I think Judgment was the game where they used like AI to change the facial expressions based on what language that you were playing in, rather than making it specifically set to English kind of thing. She's so using him. Oh yeah, 100%. What did I think of the Nintendo Direct? No idea. Didn't watch it.
And quick and deadly, as always. Take the van.
Wait. Something's not right.
Yeah, to be honest, I have little interest in what Nintendo's doing.
Titan. So the Darmax finally grew tired of being slaughtered.
Yeah, I could not give a flying fuck about Pikmin.
And look who's here to greet the bastard. Come on.
You know, I think I said this while I was playing the demo, but I'll say it again. I wish the Final Fantasy X versions of the summons still existed. I think Final Fantasy X has the best aesthetic for the summons. Mario RPG is getting a remake. See, that's another one of those things that I don't care about. Because I didn't have a Nintendo console. The only Nintendo consoles I've owned were a GameCube and the Switch. So Super Mario RPG is one of those things that I have like no nostalgia for whatsoever. So it's one of those things that I'm not particularly interested in.
Here, Wyvern. Move!
Also, did anybody get like a notification pop up on their screen when they joined the stream saying that the content I was playing is intended for mature audiences or whatever? Come on then.
You're just gonna stand there?
Funnily enough, the way I heard about it was a guy on Twitter complaining that when he switched from one game to another, while live, it switched to then have that thing pop up on the screen saying, oh, this is a mature game or whatever. Are you sure you want to proceed or whatever it was? Well, it turns out that that's not like, that's not a pop-up, right? That like disconnects you from the stream. He lost his viewers went down to a third of what it was afterwards. Like, and I know that could be like whatever, because you know people might just not want to see him play whatever he switches to or whatever. But at the same time, that's kind of fucked. More details came out about P5T. I did see that even though the game hasn't come out yet and they've shown one trailer, there's already a leak about DLC, which I find hilarious.
Well, if you're not cut out to be a shield, there's always work for you in the stables. Unless, of course, you think you can defend your master while sat on your arse in a puddle of pig swill.
I'm sure he'd find a way. My brother always looks after me. Right?
Go on. You're sure to hit him eventually.
Don't give up now.
Two arms, then. It wouldn't do to disappoint the
Yes,
gallery.
yes, I do have 2 arms. Thank you for noticing. Revisit combat training? Sure.
Let's start again from the beginning. Come, show me your form.
Attack the Lord Commander. As I want to form a melee attack. Can do.
Good. Again. Very good.
Why do they need to release another trailer with gameplay? We already know what the gameplay of that game is. You literally see one trailer for it. You know exactly what the gameplay is. Why do they need another one so soon?
Come, Clive. Rain fire down upon me.
Channel your inner flame.
Keep them coming. Well done.
The thing is,
You wield the Firebird's flame.
I'm gonna
just
say
as the
this,
first shield should.
and I don't think this is gonna be a completely inaccurate
Would
thing
you
to
rather
say,
I flattened you?
but I don't think anybody gives a flying fuck about that P5T game. I don't think anybody cares. I mean, you might. And like some really hardcore fans or whatever. But generally, I don't think anybody cares.
How did you dodge that? I was sure I had you.
That was amazing!
Apparently I need to dodge to the left if I want to precision dodge. I can't precision dodge to the right for some reason.
Remember, Clive, your blade is not your only weapon. Quickness of thought and fleetness of foot are indispensable arms in any shield's arsenal. But you are not just any shield, are you? Show me what sets you apart from the rest. You have been blessed by the Phoenix. Granted the use of its power.
It's a new AOA thing.
Well, I'm waiting.
Oh, all out attack. I was wondering what AOA was then. Use out Guilty. I have executed a Phoenix Shift.
Impressive. But even the most agile shield cannot hope
Does
to
look
escape
interesting.
every blow. And death may come by a handful of cuts as easily as
Maybe
it
to
comes
some
by a
people.
1,000. There is only one way to ensure that you do not fall.
I guess I'm just kind of over Persona 5 now.
And your energies replenished.
Like,
Speaking of which, my lord,
the base font version was fine. Royal was better. Strikers was good. Just let Persona 5 die. Like, come on.
Alright then.
that's better. Battle is a succession of pivotal moments, wherein life and death can be decided at a single stroke.
Pre-order DLC was announced
You
for
must
it.
be
Orpheus
ready to
P. Hero
utilize
and
every
he's
tool
in
at your
the
disposal if
Great.
you are to navigate a
Yay.
path to victory, or at the very least, to ensure that you live to fight another day.
Persona 5 accounts for over 50% of the
practice.
entire series sales
Time for the
numbers.
test. You've recovered from your soaking, I trust. You wouldn't want to kick a man while he's drowned.
I thought you'd never ask.
Come then, Lord Rosfield. Spar with me. If you believe
Yeah,
yourself worthy
I
to
mean,
hold Shield of the Flame,
I mean,
prove it.
yeah, that makes sense.
As you wish, my lord.
It was the game that kind of
Have at me, boy.
catapulted SMT in more into the mainstream, so
Go on, you're sure to beat him this time.
You can do it, Clive. Just stay calm.
Nice try.
You're taking this seriously.
Keep going, Clive.
staggering enemies.
Well, it's time I took my own advice and used all the tools at my disposal.
Come on. Nice try.
Go on, Clive. Keep pressing.
Just like Skyrim, and I don't remember people talking about it. I don't know. Some the occasional memes. P5 antis won't shut up. Yeah, it's true.
He won! See? I told you he could do it.
Aye.
The thing is, I still think 5 is probably best at the best in the series. Having played 3, 4, and 5, I don't think 1 and 2 are even close. I've tried them, but whatever. I do still think that 5 is the best in the series, but at the same time, it's like,
Including me.
kind of, come on now, enough is enough.
What are you lot gawping at? Back to your drills.
It's been confirmed that there's no tired mechanic in P3R. Oh, I might actually play it then.
Joshua. I was just tired. The Phoenix's flames are a gift. You mustn't waste them.
It isn't a waste. My shields look after me. Why shouldn't I?
That's why. You were coughing this morning too. You shouldn't be outdoors.
Whoever thought that would be a good idea? I'll tell you what. Whoever put that tiredness mechanic
Father's back.
in Persona 3, I hope they don't work at Atlas anymore.
Your Grace,
hope they were fired for that
This is no
shit.
place for one such as you. I would gladly brave hell itself to see my darling boy.
Oh, this fucking.
Gentlemen, Rosaria thanks you for your indefatigable loyalty.
Thank you.
Oh, that's right. We had a
We live to serve.
we had a conversation about what indefatigable means.
Joshua. You should not be out of doors.
Indefatigable.
We have discussed this.
I'm sorry.
Literally never heard that word before in my life.
Good day to you, Mother.
Come, Joshua. Your father will be expecting us.
See, should have known something was going on. She basically looked at Clive like he was a piece of shit.
Your Grace.
What a way to treat your own flesh and blood.
I know. It's not his fault. Not everyone can be born the Phoenix.
We should join them.
Indefatigable. Oh yeah, we get access to our beast senses.
Rise, my friends.
Still not entirely sure why Clive is treated the way he is.
Thank you, Joshua. You are well, I trust.
Yes, Father. Much better. Today, Jill and I went to the Bailey to watch Clive spar.
Is that so?
Quiet, Torgal. Stop it, boy. Not now.
You'll make a fine hound one day.
Father.
Lift up your head, girl.
Thank you, Your Grace.
The capital rejoices at your safe return, Your Grace.
War is coming, my boy. We must make ready.
Is the situation truly so grave?
Come to the throne room. We will talk there.
Yes, Father. Your Grace.
Shields dismissed.
That's me. I'm a shield.
Torgal. Where do you think you're going? Clive here is off to see the Archduke.
Right.
Right. Sunrise, sunset. Hold down L3, trust your animal instincts.
Is trouble brewing?
Yeah, over there.
I'm not sure. I need to speak with Father.
Wait, is this where it put me last time? This is where it put me, isn't it?
Ironblood are skilled warriors.
Make sure you get a good edge on.
Hang on, let me double check something. Items, yeah. journal. So this is like quest tab. You got it. Oh. In progress stuff. So we got the 4 rings, which I will not be using. Oh my god, it's like, it's night and like... Okay, I actually can't get over that. Like, if you set it to graphics, right? Look at how blurry and like jagged the camera movements are, right? Me just moving left to right. It doesn't feel particularly smooth. And then you set the game performance to frame rate. Holy shit, it feels completely different. It feels like I've gone from PS4 to PS5. Like, it's still a little bit blurry, obviously, you know, there's a bit of motion blur in there, but like the frame rate when you're like panning left to right is super smooth.
Preparation is key. We must be ready to
Also, just the running animation is better. Alright, I'm leaving it in frame rate mode. Fuck this graphics mode. Bollocks. It's still in 1440, so, you know, who cares? Yeah, you can't actually turn off the motion blur in this. I remember reading a tweet a few days ago saying that when they patch the game, they're going to be looking into the ability to turn off motion blur and individual keybinds as well in an upcoming patch. The next FF game is what I'm interested in. This one's only just come out. What do you mean the next one?
Good as new. Forgive me, Lord Marquess, pray do not concern yourself with this bungling cur. Bow to him, you fool. But I say to speak.
It was no trouble, really.
Oh, do not indulge him. To be allowed to stand in your lordship's presence is more than his kind deserves. Why, neither the Empire nor the Republic treat their bearers half so well. He was lucky to be born in your father's dominion. Very lucky, as I remind him every day.
Stand.
See, Death of Field, I don't mind too much. It's motion blur and bloom that are the big issues for me.
I trust his good fortune will continue.
Of course, if that is your lordship's wish.
Don't work too hard. Remember, it is for the good of the duchy that you serve.
Why is that not shipped with the game? I guess it just wasn't a priority.
As do we all.
Which is fair enough.
Come along now. Back to your duties.
Yeah, see, I'm obviously going to be a little bit biased here, because I don't give a shit about New Game Plus, but I don't think games need a New Game Plus. I think New Game Plus is Not so much an unnecessary addition to games.
Someone's hungry.
What is the word? What is the word that I'm looking for? Something that's just nice to have. You know, if a game has New Game Plus, then sure. Exactly. It's fine, but it's just a cherry on top. Yeah.
Wheat harvests down.
But I swear to God, if you lock a true ending behind a New Game Plus playthrough, then fuck you. I'm looking at you, After Image. The face tattoos mean they are slaves? Yes. So as I understand it, if you have one of those tattoos on your faces, it means that you are a slave. Most slaves, as I understand it in this game, are magic users. And magic users that aren't dominants, as in that aren't possessed by the summons, like the Phoenix and Shiva and Ifrit and shit like that. Most slaves are magic users, and most slaves are kind of looked down on as being subhuman and shit like that.
Nice and quiet in here, isn't it?
They're considered to be less than human, and therefore they are made slaves of.
Clive,
Are you worried about
Most people don't even beat their games. I hope they don't chicken out with the slave plot like Tales of Arise did. Yeah, Tales of Arise gave up on that real quick. It was like a thing in the first, like, what, 20 minutes? And then the game was just like, yeah, we're just going to completely ignore that for the rest of the game. I still love this. I said this during the demo, but I do love the fact that they use magic for like the most mundane shit, like fucking cutting a shrub. And I think somebody used magic earlier to light a cigarette, and somebody used it to pour a glass of water for somebody. I love it when magic is used for this mundane bollocks.
The power of the Phoenix dwells within Joshua, and Joshua alone. If any ill should befall him, it will be on your head. Do not neglect your duties again.
Yes, Your Grace.
Oh. Okay. Oh yeah, here we go. Here is the only use of the adaptive triggers that I found in the demo. Hold down the right, the R2 button to open this big door. Ah, good use of the hardware there, Square. Being able to play games again with everything unlocked from the start is good, and it's good for trophy hunters. Yes, but again, that's just like an added benefit. It adds nothing to the overall experience of the game, and shouldn't be a requirement for games to ship with it. Batman games have been announced for Switch. Yay! Don't care.
You commanded my presence, Your Grace. How may I serve you?
All right, you can stop licking my boots. Mother isn't here.
Do the territories fare any better?
Most lie under a pall of black.
The fact this is a timed exclusive but only for PC is BS. Fuck Sony for being a crybaby over Xbox, and fuck
It's only a
Square.
matter of time before it crosses the border.
I mean, it makes sense
Nearly every
when you think about it.
is already occupied by those fleeing the Deadlands.
Think about the relationship that Sony and Square have had for, what, the last
Every day we delay brings us closer to disaster.
25 years?
We must move now.
Plus?
Against the Iron Kingdom.
We have traded blows with them for too long. It is time to end it.
At the very least, we must secure Drake's breath. Without the blessing of the Mother Crystal...
I know it's not a first-party Sony studio, but you have to remember that, like I said, that the relationship that Sony and Square have had over the last 25 years. Probably longer.
Phoenix Gate tomorrow.
Probably
There
since,
we will listen to the words of our
what,
ancestors, as tradition dictates.
27 years.
Joshua Shield.
There is something else I would have you do first. Rodney.
You will have heard the reports, I am sure, of beastmen from the north being sighted within our borders.
Goblins in the Stillwind Marshes. I know of the rumors, yes.
Then you know what must be done. I will give you 2 good men. While we ride north tomorrow, you will journey to Stillwind, search it, and clear it. Then you will join us at Phoenix Gate.
It is time to prove your strength. And shut your mother up for good.
Only tried to stop Microsoft buying Activision, yet do this shit?
I will do my duty, Your Grace.
That will be all.
Here's the thing.
We ride at dawn.
Yes.
Sony has exclusivity contracts with companies for certain games, right? And Microsoft buy entire studios and make exclusives. What's the difference? Also, I grew up in a time where console exclusivity was like a massive thing. And not a massive thing as in everybody complained about it. A massive thing as in it happened everywhere. Like Sega had their exclusives, Nintendo had their exclusives, Sony had their exclusives. And it was just considered normal because it was. Like, I'm an old man at this point, right? So I grew up in an era where I grew up during the original console wars. Like, fuck the Sony Xbox stuff. Like, I grew up during the first console war. So, yeah, I really don't get that upset about exclusivity as much as some people do. I don't understand this, like, not so much irrational outcry for it, because it might not necessarily be irrational, but yeah, I don't get it. It doesn't seem to affect me as much as it does other people. I think we read all of this during the demo, didn't we? Loved by his people. Everybody loves Elwyn. Sony had exclusivity with contracts with Bethesda. Wait, for what? When he cries about exclusivity on other systems, he is doing stuff much worse. Exclusivity contracts are much worse than buying studios. You think exclusivity contracts are worse than buying studios? You're out of your mind.
No messages, my lord.
Like Sword said, timed exclusivity, I think, is probably fine. If it's exclusivity forever, then we can have a discussion. Can you how is exclusivity contracts worse than buying studios?
How long will you be
Unless it's
away this
epic,
time?
then epic bad.
Not long.
I mean, even
4 days.
Even epic having exclusivity isn't that bad.
And you will be taking Joshua.
Well, I can't exactly leave him behind, can I? The blood of the Rosfields runs in his veins. Before going to war, we perform the rite at Phoenix Gate.
Wait, hang on.
You know that.
So you think that exclusivity contracts are worse because you can never quite be sure if a game is going to be coming out on a different system or not. But if a company buys a studio, then it's almost expected that it's not going to be on other systems.
You can't keep him in swaddling clothes
So
all his
the
life.
only reason
Elwyn.
buying studios being bought is because it makes it easier to figure out whether a game is going to be coming out on PC or PlayStation or
You
whatever.
see more in him than the Phoenix did. He was rejected, Elwyn. Our household has no place for such a failure. He is worthless, a man like any other.
As am I, my dear.
Nonsense. You are the Archduke of Rosaria.
Not this again. You know as well as I do that I only sit upon the throne because my father was taken before his time. I am merely warming the seat till Joshua comes of age.
You are your father's firstborn son, and you sit upon the throne. All is in its right place.
Was this in the demo?
Unlike some, you have not disgraced our noble blood.
Without men like Clive to keep us safe, your precious noble blood would long since have graced the gutter. We have an early start. I'm going to sleep.
I don't remember that bit from the demo. You think the two frosts are starting to meld together? Yeah, it does get a little bit concerning when they start agreeing on things, doesn't it?
This is it then. Time to prove yourself.
It makes it harder to tell them apart when they're both wrong.
I'm a little old for that. I should get some sleep.
Right.
Is that so? Both right, eh?
You're going with them tomorrow, aren't you?
I am Joshua's shield. I'm sworn to protect him. He takes too many risks. I only wish I could save him from himself.
Clive, you...
I have another mission too. Father has given me...
I do agree that there does need to be more transparency
Well, if you're not going
about
to pray to Metia for your safe return, I shall
exclusivity.
just have to do it for you.
I will admit that. There definitely needs to be some sort of regulation in place, I think, that says if you have a timed exclusivity contract
There's going to be another
with
war, isn't there?
a company for a certain thing, then you need to be upfront about it,
Peace for granted.
right? Like you need to.
I assumed the war between our nations would be the last.
You basically need to have to cut. Like, you know how if I took a sponsorship for a game or whatever, right? And I have to have hashtag ad or hashtag sponsored in my title or whatever, because I have to let people know that something is sponsored due to financial regulations and shit like that. I think companies need to be upfront how long an exclusivity contract is for. It doesn't necessarily mean that those products will
It's getting cold. We should go in.
appear on other systems. Like the exclusivity contract could expire
Good night, Clive.
and then the game just never gets released on other systems. Like that can happen. Like if I had known that Deadly Premonition 2 was being released on PC like a year after it came out or whatever, I never would have bought it on Switch. Never in a million years. Actually, that might not entirely be true. Because I will admit, I didn't know if that game was being released on a different system, because after playing it for like 2 days and it being basically unplayable on Switch,
Sorry, Ambrosia.
it's like I was basically spending the whole time going, man, if that game came out on PC, or man, if that game came out on PS5, that would be great. Give them all my money.
Good luck.
Microsoft has been releasing games from studios they've bought on PS, still Sony hasn't. Yeah, but we don't know whether that's because Microsoft is doing that out of the kindness of their heart, or if that's because of existing contracts that were in place before they were bought. Right?
His Grace departs. Open the gates.
And again, this comes down to companies need to be a bit more upfront about that stuff. You seem to be making out that Microsoft is this magnanimous, like, amazing company that can't do anything wrong, and Sony are just a bunch of assholes constantly.
We're ready to depart, my lord.
And the thing is, everybody complains about it, and they're probably, you know, they're well within their rights to complain about it, but Sony's well within their rights to do whatever they want. If they have an exclusivity with a company, then they have exclusivity. That's just a thing.
We underestimate them at our peril.
Not today, we won't.
They're within their rights to do so.
Sir Tyler, let us do our duty.
People can be unhappy about it, and people can complain about it, but nothing's going to change.
To the marshes, then. And may the blessing of the crystals go with us.
Just tweet Sony and say they have no honor and boom, problem solved. That has never worked. I mean, I was seeing on Twitter, like, all morning, that there was a leaked document that's from like December, I think it was. I can't remember exactly who it was between, but it was basically saying that one of the major factors of buying Activision Blizzard was to kill Sony. Oh god, it's telling me about the accessories that I will never equip. Ability points can be spent on abilities to acquire new abilities. Yes, we know. Sir Wade. Sir Tyler. Goblins. Where is my map? There it is. No, that's not the... Do I not have an area map? Where's my area?
Not exactly the most well-maintained path.
But who do you imagine would maintain it? They've all fled from the Blight.
It's hard to believe that anyone used to live here.
The old village of Still...
50,000 people used to live here.
Not that there's a lot left of it.
Now it's a ghost town. That sounds fake AF. Yeah, if it was the other way around. I'm starting to see a bit of bias here, Frost. Lord Frost, not Colonel Frost. I mean, there may be a little bit of bias there, but yeah. Seem to be seeing a lot of Xbox bias here, because I'm pretty sure if it was the other way around, you would swear down it's the most real thing you've ever heard.
Goblins.
Goblins.
So the reports were true. We should press on. There may be more
You
ahead.
want Activision Blizzard for the mobile game? Do Activision Blizzard make mobile games? What's the last mobile game they made? Wait, Activision Blizzard owns Candy Crush? Oh shit. I didn't know that. Diablo Immortal. Apparently that game made bank.
Welcome to Stillwind.
Have care, my lord.
Like, as much as everybody shit on that game and as much as everybody complained about it, apparently that game made a shitload of money. Which honestly is kind of disappointing.
Down with you! And stay forevermore! No match for a shield of Rosaria.
Oh, oops. Yeah, I forgot that was an ability that I could do. Of course they did, that's why they made the game. They knew what they were doing. Even though the marketing for it was terrible and the announcement for it was terrible. And and meme to all hell with the whole "what, you guys don't have phones" thing. Like, you think about that, and it's just like, how did this game still make money? It's insane.
Watch out, my lord. Some of their number are spell slingers. And what a number! We'll all have our hands full here. Down with you!
Down with you.
Forevermore! Your father would be proud. They got what they deserve.
Okay, let's move it that way. Did you not hear about that YouTuber who spent 100k on the game and ran out of things to do? Yes, but I think I only heard about that guy because Asmongold watched a video. Oh, I seem to remember that guy. I think that guy used to be like a CS:GO pro or something. There was something that I recognized him from.
We should be nearing the old village square. It might not be a nest of goblins.
I hate microtransactions. Spends 100+K on them.
Sneaky sods.
See,
We're trapped.
there's a difference between hating microtransactions and hating microtransactions that are required to progress. Right? And mobile games fit into the category of microtransactions that are required to progress.
As if you have to ask.
Oh, that precision dodge on the spell there, that was pretty nice.
Down with you!
And there was one.
There he is. Yeah, I actually think cosmetic microtransactions are
On your feet, Sir Wade. Here it
are
comes.
probably fine.
Founder, that's a swing and a half. Be ready to move when it winds up for another.
You don't have to tell me twice.
It's the half stagger. And then the full stagger.
And stay down.
Got him. Level up, Buddha. You're either required to progress or have fun grinding for a year to do what a paying player does in a week. It's sometimes not even that. Don't play them so that devs and pubs learn not to make them. They're still going to make them regardless. You may go play that FF game that people were raving on about. Oh yeah, which one? Leather arms.
Come back and fight, you coward! After him.
Nobody's raving about that game. Don't be silly.
There he is. Damn it.
Oh, I actually saw what he did this time.
This ends now. What's in there?
Worst enemy in the entire series of Final Fantasy.
That thing's breath is worse than its bite.
Nice try. That reeks. I said stay away from its mouth.
I did stay away from its mouth.
Where's it going?
Your guess is as good as mine.
Don't!
Cinematic strike.
No! Before it recovers!
Oh, that's right. the double. Oh shit. Boom.
You won't be gone for long. I cannot fall here.
Oh, wait, I don't think I had to cinematically evade. Or did I? Maybe I did.
Now for the final push, my lord. Made it angry. I'd rather we made it die.
Boom. Da 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 da. I'll never level up. Apparently there's a new game plus mode for this game that adds something called Final Fantasy mode, which changes some of the enemy placements and what enemies you fight during the game.
Thanks.
Which is kind of cool.
I'd see it. Not just goblins in Rosaria, but Morbles too.
Might not necessarily be something that I'd be particularly interested in. I kind of wish I could
If we don't stop them here, they'll be at our
play
gates
Final
before long.
Fantasy mode from the start, but whatever.
We should get moving. We don't want to be caught out here after dark. If we set off now, we can
Just make it
still
a
reach
harder
Phoenix
difficulty
Gate before
setting, you
nightfall.
know? I feel like this action mode isn't quite... not quite the difficulty level that I wanted.
Damn.
Exactly, have it as a difficulty option instead of a instead of tying it to New Game Plus. Apparently there was supposed to be another difficulty option at launch, but I guess not. Yeah, Sword was saying that earlier when the other Frost was talking about New Game Plus.
Suddenly,
Sword was saying that people barely finish games these days.
wait till you hear this. Wait till you hear this. His lordship draws his sword. The The Goblin Chief runs off screaming.
But the thing is, people don't finish games, and then people will turn around and blame the devs for making games too long.
Must be gratifying to see your student making such a name for himself. The young lord has a bright future ahead of him.
Aye, and one of these nights he may even deign to join us.
I'm not even talking about games that are 100+ hours. I'm talking about people complaining about games being too long. And they're talking about a game that's 30+, 40+, that kind of stuff. That's too long for people these days, apparently. Apparently 2020 came around and everybody developed ADHD. I don't know what it is.
Just a little tired.
Well, it has been a long day.
They all like Clive, don't they?
Aye. Your brother will be a fine shield. We're all very proud of him.
Father? Why is it that the dominance is always born into our family? It doesn't seem fair.
Also, when I woke up yesterday, I went to order some food because I woke up super hungry. So I ordered myself some food, went on the old Uber Eats, ordered some food, got an error message saying, oh, something went wrong, please try again. Tried again, same error message, tried again, same error message. Restarted my PC, my browser, whatever, went on my phone and tried it. Nope, error message, please try again.
That is what we must do.
Emptied my basket, made a completely different order. Removed something just in case it was because it was over a certain price or whatever. And yeah, just did not get my order. It kept coming up with an error. 5 minutes later, get charged for 5 orders through Uber Eats. £137 in one go. Just out of my account. See, this happened during the demo as well. The audio mixing for this game is a little bit off. Like, if I turn it up,
poor Jill. She'll be
I
wondering
can't
where
hear
you've got
shit.
to. So much for you being a fine hound.
Plus everything else is like super loud.
So this is where you've been hiding.
What are you doing out here?
I didn't see you at the feast.
Feasts are the only time shields are allowed to take their ease, and I've never really been one for cakes and ale.
It's the vegetables I don't like.
Does that little audio balancing symbol next to the volume slider in Twitch actually do anything?
All the men were singing your praises.
They never used to. When I joined the ranks, everyone thought I was a spoilt little lordling. If I didn't know how to handle a sword, I'd be a laughingstock. The Archduke's firstborn failure. You're the one they really believe in. I'm jealous.
That's not true. They don't believe in me. They believe
Is that
in
not
the
a
powers
thing
that dominate.
normally?
My brother the Phoenix, ruler over life and death.
Isn't
Yeah, the little audio compressor button. Oh, is that an FFZ thing? Oh,
I
weird.
don't have what it takes to lead our people. I don't have the strength. But you do.
Apparently it's supposed to even out the audio between what I'm saying and what the game volume is. I don't know.
Ours was decided long ago, when our ancestors chose to instate the dominant as the Archduke of Rosaria. All to ensure.
Oh, I thought that was a
whenever our
Twitch thing
nation
for some
stood
reason.
on a precipice, the Phoenix would rise from the flames
Weird.
to drag us back from the brink. The fate of Rosaria sits on the dominant's shoulders. It is your duty to bear that burden.
What about you?
I was born to be your shield. That is why I was given the Phoenix's blessing. To keep our future rulers safe. No matter what. However hard it gets. I'll never let you down.
Thank you, Clive. I know you'll always take care of me.
Yeah, that's true. I have been using FFZ for so long that features that are implemented into FFZ I keep thinking Twitch are doing. And then I remember that it's Twitch and they never do anything good, so...
I should go inside. It's past my bedtime. Good night, Torgal.
Yeah, FFZ is like an add-on / plugin for your browser that makes Twitch better in just every single way.
Supplies from the capital.
You took your time sampling the wares, were you?
It's a good job the North is full of enterprising traders keen to keep us in wine.
Spare a barrel for the boys on board, eh?
What in the...
Gateway secured, Captain.
We proceed as planned.
That was weird, the audio just cut out pretty suddenly there. Weird. Oh hey, that Uber Eats thing that I was talking about, literally just checked my phone and all of those payments have been reversed. That was nice of them. Man, this... I know this is going to sound really dumb and it's pretty easy to do something about this, but... because this game is so dark...
Is that...
I can see all of the smudges on my monitor. It's really annoying me. I should clean my monitor at some point.
Forgive me, my prince. It's me, Wade. You probably don't remember me.
I remember. What is it?
We're under attack. I don't know who they are, but they've set light to half the castle. I must get you to safety, Your Highness.
Very well. I'm ready.
Follow me, Your Highness.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about this section.
Are the enemy already inside the castle?
I'm afraid so, Your Highness. We must hurry.
Good old Curaga.
What was that?
I have to help them. Everything's on fire.
Fall back, Your Highness! He's not one of us!
No, I must do my duty.
There is a way to change it. I can't remember what it is. I think it's only staying up on the side of the screen because we're playing as a new character who has different buttons. Like he has extra things he can do.
We must find my father.
Though I guess the UI, when the UI goes away, so do the controls.
Mr. Boy, take it! Damn it, the bastards are everywhere.
Why would the Empire do this? They're our allies.
I have the dominant.
Do you now? Good job, Wade. See, I understand the reference to the Red Wedding, but I have no
Damn it! His wounds are deep.
frame of reference to what actually happens during the Red Wedding because I didn't watch it.
Your Highness,
I think I stopped watching Game of Thrones. I think it was the last episode of season 2 is the last episode of Game of Thrones that I watched. Because I found Game of Thrones to be less and less entertaining, and I was more entertained by all of the people on Facebook that would talk about Game of Thrones. All of varying opinions and whatever.
Joshua, come here. Tyler, you're hurt.
I'll survive, thanks to His Highness.
Your Grace, Lord Murdoch.
You rescued the young prince. Well done, Sir Wade.
I am in your debt, soldier.
Thank you, Your Grace.
Now's not the time for
Carol, stay
formality,
here.
come
We
on.
should make straight for the rear gate.
Was a slog. Yeah. Yeah, I heard that. Think about how the people who play, who watch One Piece feel. 1,000 episodes.
Only a lost Alan, Tuisa Gelif. May the winds speed you to Rosalith.
The north gate's up ahead. There are chocobos in the stables. Father, take Joshua and get to safety.
No.
House of Dragons was better.
Without you.
Yeah, I didn't watch that
Supposed to be
either.
my shield, remember?
I think I talked about this yesterday. I literally cannot remember the last TV show I watched.
While you make your escape.
I will order our remaining forces to rally at the gate. Now go.
I will do my duty. You must do your duty too.
I know.
You have to keep Father safe. I'm counting on you, Joshua.
The early section of the game probably doesn't have too much in the way of items and collectibles and stuff.
We're too late. Everyone's dead.
Everybody's dead, Dave.
Damn it all.
Captain!
Take them. Let none escape.
As you command.
It'd be interesting to see if you can actually, like, I know you can't,
Take care of that spellcaster.
you can only play as Clive, but it'd be interesting to see if you can actually choose other party members.
That's them done. Are you alright?
I'm fine. It's my father and Joshua I'm worried about. We should head back.
It would be historically accurate enough.
Clive, look out!
See, I heard that's what somebody said,
May I have this dance?
but that's actually not what anybody has said about
And you are the shield who was blessed by the Phoenix.
why there are.
Not that it will save you.
Oh, what the hell?
Stay still, damn you! That's right.
Oh, I thought that was a half stagger. Didn't realise we got his stagger bar on that quickly. hell is that achievement? Sheathed.
Your time is past!
Ah, nearly had it.
Glory to San Reg.
No, you can't play as anyone else. You pretty much only play as Clive in this game. Even though we were just playing as the little kid. Yep, I just adjusted my posture because my posture was awful. QTs in 2023. Yeah, I think QT's done right are fine. I think yeah, like the QTs in this game aren't like hugely egregious or whatever. It's literally just a more cinematic dodge or a more cinematic attack, right? And I think those kinds of QTs are fine. Other than that, the only other QTE we've had is hold down the right trigger to open a big door. Really put those adaptive triggers to work. Cool graphics, seems like the voices are pretty good. Combat system seems smooth. Yep. All of the above. Pretty good.
So, they sent
I love you lots and lots and lots.
Imperial vipers. Do they really mean to invade us?
Colonel Froston's gifted a tier 1 sub to Dark Silver 1200.
Their numbers
They
are
have
too
given
few.
2 gift subs in the channel.
We're not here to take the castle.
Hey Frost, thank you for gifting a sub to Silver.
I love you lots and lots and
Return
lots.
to my father.
My lord, look. We issued these sashes but yesterday. In Rosalith. If they were already among us, what if there were others?
Colonel Frost is continuing the gift sub they got from Cookie Warlock.
Colonel Froston's gifted a tier 1 sub to Sword Alt. They have given 3 gift subs in the channel.
Oh my god, and a gifted sub to Sword Alt. Thank you. Give me Twitch that money so they can improve the UX. You're a good soul for us. Wow. Listen, doesn't matter how much money you give to Twitch.
Thank goodness.
They ain't improving shit.
Your Grace, is everyone safe?
For the moment. We ride for Rosalith to rally our forces. I will need your help to see Joshua safely back to the capital. On you get, Joshua.
Father?
I'm sorry, Your Grace, but that won't be possible.
Not the bird.
Snakes!
Stay back! I'm warning you!
Run, Joshua, run! No!